Some people will tell you that the PAP can check themselves. We know that it never works. It never works. You always need a third party to check yourself. In Parliament today, you have what we call, if you look at soft drinks, you have what we call a Coke, which is the PAP. And some say, some of the opposition in Parliament are like Coke Light. And I say, send RDU into Parliament because we will be vanilla Coke for you. We are not even talking about Pepsi because people don't even want to go near Pepsi, right? We are talking about vanilla Coke. That's what RDU will be. We will speak up for the people. We are not here to upset the system. We understand how important the system is for Singaporeans.
This is why we say it's time to raise the standard. Because you are not asking for riches, you are asking for dignity, to be treated as what you are, first-class citizens in your own country. And Red Dot United hears you. We are proposing practical, people-first policies grounded in our 2025 manifesto to bring real improvements to your everyday lives. RDU is not afraid to speak truth to power. We don't serve political convenience, we serve you. We don't want a seat in Parliament. We want a voice that echoes the real concerns of Singaporeans. So I urge you, as a fellow parent, worker, and citizen, let's build a fairer Singapore together. Let's be treated not as afterthoughts, but as first-class citizens. And together, let's raise the standard. Let's march forward together with courage.
And that's what's missing in our political leadership. The willingness to say, I was responsible, I will make it right. Ministers want $1 million salaries justified as competitive pay. Fine. But if they want CEO pay, they must accept CEO accountability. When something major goes wrong, their heads, and not just the junior, must roll.
Some of you call me Auntie Emily. It's okay. I wear that with pride. Because being an auntie means showing up. It means listening. It means speaking up, even when others stay silent. That's the kind of leadership I believe in. We don't need politicians who drop by once every 5 years with goodie bags. We need leaders who walk the ground, ask hard questions, and speak up for those without jobs and without a voice.
The PAP preaches meritocracy, that anyone can succeed if they work hard enough. But is this the reality? Or are we witnessing a system? Where the elite school, powerful family networks, and revolving doors between government and the GLCs keep the top 1% firmly in control? Our manifesto is not just a list of promises. It's a vision for a new social compact, a fundamental shift in how our society works, built on the pillars of heart. When I use this language, my daughter is always smiling. She likes when I do this.
I still remember the hot mic incident when Mr. Vivian Balakrishnan, caught unaware, called an opposition NCMP illiterate and questioned how he even got into Raffles Institution. Yes, he apologized, but the apology couldn't erase what it revealed. a mindset of elitism, a habit of looking down instead of looking across. And then there was the Redoubt Road. 2 ministers rented massive colonial-era state bungalows. If ministers can live like aristocrats while young families struggle for basic housing, something has gone terribly wrong.
So I had the good idea to go up to Mr. David Ho, who aspires to be a chicken rice store seller. I said, I hope you can forgive me. It's all good fun and sportsmanship in the light and the heat of general elections. He then replied me almost instantaneously. He said, after all, it's all about the residents. That took me a bit off guard, you know. That can make me look very bad, I'm assuming if there's cameras around. I can appreciate the gesture. It's almost like they had a scripted, well, it's comms training, right? However, that got me thinking later. Mr. David Ho says it's about the residents. So let me ask you, is Mr. David Ho going to so-called help his residents, hold his boss Grace Fu accountable in Parliament when she make comments about how Singaporeans should afford $5 wonton meals or $18 pastas?
And don't get me wrong, I'm not against success. We should celebrate people doing well. But when the gap is so wide, you feel like crossing into another country just by crossing the street. Something has gone off course. This election is not about envy. It's about fairness. It's about asking, are we building a country where only the top 10% can thrive while the rest are told to tighten their belts?
Many residents have asked us how we intend to raise their quality of life. We understand your concerns. A small party managing a town council. Are you serious? Well, RDU is a serious party. We have never left Jurong, no matter how they redrew the boundaries. We know the ground. Maybe a lot more than your current part-time MPs. Remember, Grace Fu once said she didn't know Hong Kong North very well. Well, guess what? We do.
Recently, PM Lawrence Wong said that electing more opposition MP could result in the loss of 3 to 4 ministers and may weaken the government at critical time. But here's the thing. Government should never be built around the fear of losing individuals. A strong leadership isn't about preserving the same voices. I ask you not to vote for us, but to vote for what is right. Vote to say that no one should be punished for growing old, that no children should grow up watching their parents struggle endlessly, that no citizen should be feel like a stranger in their own homeland.
Tough times are coming. And that's what the PAP keeps talking about. The tariffs are coming, that we don't know how Trump will act, we don't know how Xi Jinping will act. We are a small player. But let's remember, it was not Trump who raised the GST. Not once, but 2 times. It is time to bring balance into society. It is time to bring young into society. We are the yangs to the yin of the PAP. When you vote for Red Dot United, you vote to bring balance back into your lives. And when you just walk across the causeway, you realize that every morning, sometimes at 5 or 5:30 p.m., you will hear the rooster crow. And when the rooster crows, you know that it's time to wake up. You don't hear it so much in Singapore. All the chicken you may see maybe in the FairPrice or Sheng Siong. Or maybe if you go down Thompson Road, you'll see some wild chicken around there. But I tell you, in some of the other countries, you don't need an alarm clock. The rooster wakes you up. Red Dot United is like that rooster that wakes you up. But you know, in a country like Singapore, it's never easy to be a rooster. Because they're waiting to catch you, chop off your neck, unplug your feathers, put you in the boiler, and make chicken curry out of you. But despite all that, we have to put our necks on the table. Why? Because the people matter. People are important to us. We will never be afraid. We will never be afraid of the lightning strike. That is the promise me and my candidates make to you. We will never be afraid of the lightning strike. We will always speak for our people. We want Singapore to be prosperous. We want Singapore to be united. And for that, we have to crow like a rooster. The morning has come. The new dawn has come. And we have to speak up for our people, regardless of how dangerous it may be for us. And like I told you, we have no greater rooster in Red Dot United than Madam Kala Manikam.
I make my stand very clear. The opposition strengthens the government. The reason I made this statement is because Mr. Lawrence Wong made the statement that opposition weakens the parliament. So basically, I made a message again to the reporters to say that without opposition, PAP cannot be strengthened. Now let's talk about my opponent. I respect Mr. Sia's effort. He walked the ground, listens, and serves. He focused on infrastructure, and he has introduced support programs that help with the cost of living and aging. That's commendable. But we must be honest with ourselves. There are basic expectations of an MP. These are just basic expectations of an MP. And many residents have come to me and said, he's a nice person, but he doesn't speak up for us in the parliament. And that is the key issue. A leader must be more than pleasant. He must be bold and courageous. But please remember, there is no loss when you vote for the opposition. I repeat again, there is no loss, no risk when you vote for the opposition. But there is something to gain. A voice in a parliament that truly represents you.